Hey Rod, a really brave performance, has to be said here, but a narrow defeat in the end. What are your thoughts after that?
Yeah, obviously, disappointed to come away with nothing. I thought the boys today, they gave us everything that myself and Kev and the rest of the staff would expect, playing in a derby, which is, a big Kent derby for Welling and Maidstone. So obviously disappointed we don't give them something for New Year's Day. But in the main, I thought the actual performance was a full-hearted, dogged performance. I thought, other than really their goal, I don't recall Reece having too much to do. I thought he had a save in the first half down at the near post. They're very direct. They don't give you a respite. As soon as they get a chance to recycle it, to put the ball in behind you again. And then they work off of knockdowns and flick-ons. So you have to be, your concentration levels have to be bang on. But I thought we dug deep and I thought we kept going. And it was just a shame that, when we look back at the goal, it's probably preventable, maybe from the first phase, the corner. But we probably should have dealt with the loose header in the box, in the 6-yard box, which has left Blair just do what Blair does, and that's pop up and score goals. And but other than that, I don't think that they were, loads better than us. I thought it was quite a tough derby. And we had some reasonable chances in the first half. So I just think when you look at the two teams and you actually look at the opportunities and what they try and create, they're always going to be a threat. And I just think first half we was probably a bit more of a threat going forward than we was second half. I think we got penned in a little bit. Maybe the wind didn't help getting us out. But I just said to the boys there, listen, you've got to take that performance with a lot of credit. It's not easy to say when you lose 1-0 or you get beat, because people go, well, what's the credit out of that? But as a manager, I have to look at that and say, what did I feel that I got from the players today? And I said to them, I just thanked them for looking after themselves over, New Year's Eve. And I thought they worked hard, they run hard, and maybe the fine margins we got done on a little bit of quality. But you always expect that coming to Maidstone.
It's 3 defeats over the festive period, but not a huge amount wrong in those 3 performances, I think it has to be said. But do you think you've learnt a lot about those 3, or is it just a case of keep plugging away? Last week it was about putting those chances away. Today it was just about those fine margins at the other end. So, I mean, how do you take that forward into what is going to be quite a big game against Weymouth next week?
Yeah, listen, first of all, we have to recognise this is a tough league. There is no easy games. So there's no give-me's. Everywhere we go, whether it's home or away, they're all going to be tough games. We have to keep bringing performances and work ethic like we did today. And we have to take that into our next game. And, we have to look at, like, Ricardo. He hasn't even done a training session with us. He's come in today. I thought he was outstanding. I thought the lad done well. Lancashire's done what Lancashire does. I thought the back 4 was, I wouldn't say immaculate, because I didn't think we dealt with some of the crosses that come in on us a couple of times. I thought we got to deal better with that. But we probably then, when the ball did come in, we dealt with that and we managed to clear out from the midfielders winning battles in there. But I just think, as a back 4, I thought we played very well. Looking at a midfield, I thought, with the likes of Genie, TJ in there and Sam Cornish, I thought everybody's done, what it says on the tin. We come here, we knew it'd be a tough place. We asked them to do certain jobs. And we know going into the Weymouth game, it's going to be tough. I don't know results today. But we've got to keep just focusing on what we need to do. We obviously need an out-and-out, really, goal scorer that can score goals out of probably like today, a situation for Blair. He's gone and got a winner. He's going to be well done, 3 points. And he hasn't really hurt us other than scoring that goal. They're the ones that we need to find. The ones where you probably wouldn't. It's not the fact that we've peppered the opposition. It's just an opportunity goal. And that's what he's took. And I think we need something like that to fall for us and break for us. And I think once we can find that, I think you can all see, and I thought the Welling supporters today were outstanding. I just said to them in the change room, Welling supporters, when you play and you have a go and you work hard, they will always give you that little bit of credit and give you a clap off. And they do that, and they'll stay with us. As people say, tough times don't last, tough people do. And we have to just carry on having that mentality. And I think long as these players are always going to go out there and play for that shirt and want to try and turn this around, we are in a relegation situation. No point in us covering it up. When we come here last year, we was in the same situation. But I'm looking back on them last 3 performances, as we just said, and I haven't been overly disappointed. The difference is we haven't scored goals when we've had opportunities, and that's where the balance needs to be. So, like anything, it's down to my job to try and move the squad about and try and find the right formula. And I think if we could get someone in here that I think was going to score us, goals that are probably not always going to be on the plate, but they're going to take opportunities, goals, and I think it gives us a chance to try and build from this. And I think what I see in these, if we can go and get a win, which may be at home next week, if we can go and get a good win, I think we can go on a little run. What I have proved today, we've come away at probably one of the toughest places in the league. We've got Torquay coming up, and we're a match for you. We will be a match, but unfortunately sometimes we stand in front of you, Ollie, and we haven't done enough to win the game. But I certainly don't think we're doing too much to really lose the game. And that's the fine margins at this level, and it's the fine margins and looking where the 2 clubs are at the minute.
Cheers, well unlucky today.
Thank you.